live and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man, D-Real, coming at you with another Be Real with D-Real, where edutainment is what I do. Social issue. Social issue is what we're going to talk about today. A man is currently on trial for his life, for his freedom, in Palm Beach, Florida. Former NFL wideout, wide receiver, Travis Rudolph, played for the Giants and played for the Dolphins. On trial for his life. And today, we're going to have a bonus. Make it make sense. Yeah, because I've got some speculations, I've got some thoughts, I've got some examinations. Before I get into this video, let me say one thing. Well, actually, a couple things. Number one, I am not a trained attorney. I am not a trained paralegal. So I cannot speak to the law part of that. Beyond castle laws and stand your ground, which is for the most part common knowledge. Don't make me out to be no attorney. I'm not making myself out to be one. I am reporting. You don't holler at the reporter when the reporter brings you news. Don't holler at me when I bring you news. That's all I'm saying. All right. Before we get off into it, need y'all to do for me what you always do for me, and I appreciate it. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D-Real page so that when new material comes out, you get it. If you're digging with a brother shoveler, put some dirt in my bucket. Comment, like, subscribe, share. All of this. All right. Okie dokes here. This is Travis Rudolph. Travis Rudolph was a wide receiver, as I said, for the New York Giants and the Miami Dolphins. There he is in the New York Giants uniform. He was arrested in April of 2021 and charged of first-degree murder and attempted murder following a shooting at his residence. Following a shooting at his residence. The incident occurred after Rudolph and his girlfriend at the time, who we're going to see a little bit later, Dominique Jones, got into an argument. Essentially, she became upset and she called her brother and some more individuals who came to Mr. Rudolph's house. Mr. Rudolph and his brother claimed one of these individuals was brandishing a firearm and said he was going to die. A physical altercation ensued, and Rudolph, claiming he feared for his life, went into his house, grabbed an AR-15 rifle, and let off about 39 rounds. 10 of those hit an individual, one of the four individuals, Sebastian Jean-Jacques, and he was deceased. He was left deceased. I guess that's the right way to say that. Now, the trial began in February of this year. This incident occurred in 2021, April of 2021 to be exact. My man was looking for the stand your ground clause to kick in, or he wanted to say he was fearing for his life, and that's why he shot all of them rounds and followed Muggs shooting at him. Okay, I'm not saying he's innocent. I'm not saying he's guilty. What would be right or wrong to do in that situation, but the fact of the matter remains, none of this would have happened if his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend would not have made that phone call and brought all of that drama to his doorstep. It should be bore in mind that Mr. Rudolph's father died of gun violence, and it's what made him hyper vigilant about surveillance and things at his home. And there's a lot of footage, which I ain't going to use, but I just want you to hear Dominique Jones, his ex-girlfriend, talk. I want you to hear this woman and what she's saying and how she's saying it. Just bear that in mind. Nothing else. Nothing else. Just listen to this woman on trial, under oath, speaking.
Yesterday, you testified to this jury on direct examination that Travis manhandled you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You've also testified that he picked you up off your feet and slammed you to the ground 2 times. Is that correct?
Correct.
Is that correct?
Correct.
So he literally picked you up off your feet and then slammed you to the ground on 6 occasions.
Correct.
And you testified that he was disrespectful yesterday. That's the moral of the story. Is that correct?
Correct.
Isn't the moral of the story is that you sent your brother and his friends to go kill Travis?
No, the moral of the story is him putting his hands on me. That is really the basis of everything. And I didn't send my brothers to kill him.
No, you just sent a text to go shoot up his right?
I didn't say shoot him.
You sent a text to go shoot up his right?
Correct.
Tell the jury what is.
When you're angry, you say things. I'm sure everyone in this courtroom has said something when I'm trying to speak. If you want me to answer your question, you have to let me answer your question.
Well, if you were responsive to my question, I wouldn't have.
All right. Answer the question, please.
Okay. Can you repeat your question?
The question was, what does mean in the context of that text?
Anything but him.
Okay. So it could have been his brother?
No.
It could have been the house?
Nothing violent toward a person.
It could have been his mother's house, right?
I was upset and my adrenaline was running and I said something that I didn't mean. That's the bottom line of that. I didn't mean for my brothers to do any of that. That's why when my brother left the house, he did not have a firearm on him.
So you're not answering my question again.
Okay.
You told the jury that meant anything other than a person, right? That's what you just told them. You remember that?
Okay, can I clarify the jury?
Finish my question.
Okay.
Didn't you just tell the jury that meant anything other than a person? Yes or no?
I would like to clarify that.
Well, answer yes or no, and then you can clarify. Did you not just tell them that?
I did tell them that, but I want to clarify what I mean.
Okay.
When I said that, I was upset. I was angry, and I said something that I didn't mean. My adrenaline was running. I am clarifying my answer. Am I not?
Go ahead. Finish.
So I was upset, and I ended up saying something that I didn't mean. Like, people say things when they're upset that they don't mean all the time. But since the situation has happened, it obviously blew up 20 times more. But I didn't necessarily mean for anything to happen to Travis, his family, his house, or anything. It was like my second home. I would not want anything to happen there.
When you left the house, you called your brother Keyshawn. You remember that?
Yes.
Okay, and you were still crying and upset when you called him, right?
Yes.
And then you also called Tyler Robinson when you left Travis's house, did you not?
Yes.
And you were crying and upset at that point as well.
Yes.
And you told both of them that Travis had picked you up and slammed you to the ground, right?
Yes.
And that he had disrespected you.
Yes.
And you also sent a text message to Keyshawn at roughly 9:45 that Travis dropped you to the ground. You remember that?
Yep.
And in response to that text message, Keyshawn sent a group text message to you and Tyler Robinson that Travis is a dead man walking. Is that correct?
Yes.
And that's the message that you deleted from your phone, right?
No, I deleted the shoot up message.
And you also deleted the dead man walking message.
Oh, I'm not sure. I don't remember if I did or not.
Why did you delete messages so that this jury couldn't see them?
Objection to the phrasing of the question. It's argumentative.
It is argumentative phrased that way. Rephrase, please.
Why
Sustained.
would you delete evidence so that it's not available for the jury to see?
The evidence wasn't deleted for the jury not to see, because clearly I'm standing up here right now and I'm admitting that I did delete the messages, and I'm confessing that I did turn my phone into the police enforcement. It wasn't for the jury not to see. After all these actions have happened, you have to understand how that looks. It looks ridiculous. Beforehand, if nothing like that happened, it would have just been words that were said. People say things when they're mad, their adrenaline is running all the time. So that is the reason why I deleted them after I came to the conclusion that there was a shooting.
Make it make sense. Okay. I know, I understand we might be looking at it subjectively. Okay. I had a couple things. Now, did you hear what I heard? Couple of bullet points. She confessed, right? That she said, go over there and shoot shit up. So how would you say in response to, I didn't mean for it to be nothing violent? Honey, if you tell somebody to shoot some shit up, that's violent. That's first. Okay. It was like her second home. Okay, I don't doubt that. But I don't think she was thinking when she said shoot her second home up. You said that. Period. Okay. She wasn't upset. I mean, she wasn't angry. She was hurt. Okay. There is doorbell camera footage of this woman hitting this man. I don't know when it was. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, if it happened that night, but there is footage of this woman hitting this man from behind, hitting him. So she was so upset that she hit him, or she was so angry that she hit him. Guess what? Don't make a difference. You hit him, and it's on camera. So we know you hit him. She testified that she didn't see her brother leave the house with a firearm. What that mean? That mean he went and got the gun after he left the house? He could have went and, well, it was late at night, but I mean, it's really easy to get a gun. Trust me. Okay. She deleted Dead Man Walking, and she deleted Shoot His Shit Up. Okay. She's very evasive in court. She's very uncooperative in court. Well, not uncooperative, but she's verbally combative to the point where it's making it difficult. And I guess that's what her lawyer wants her to do. So, but she sounds not like she's seeking justice. She sounds like she's hiding something, at least to me, or she's not being 100% truthful at any rate. Don't matter. Her shit sounds sketch. This is a man who's on trial right now for his freedom. Murder in Florida, I don't know how much time it carries, but it's murder in Florida. So, and he's a black man too. You might get way more than the sentence calls for. I know up here in Alaska, you kill somebody first degree murder, 99 years off the bat. No questions asked. He ain't currently in the NFL, and there's a whole lot of stuff going on between them, and he was upgrading. Fellas, y'all know what I'm talking about. He was upgrading. He found him a new girl, and he was upgrading to the new girl, and she found his phone and found conversations. Puts everything in perspective, doesn't it? This trial's been going on for about, I think, like 5 days, I think the 5th or 6th day or something like that. But I am curious to see what the outcome of this trial is. These men came to his home and attacked him and his brother with guns because the police found guns that they tried to get rid of. So I guess my thought process in trying to make it make sense is, I guess, what everybody's thinking. Who's right? Who's wrong? Did my man fire 39 shots at those 4 guys, hit 2 of them and kill 1 out of self-defense? Or I know there's an attorney at one point who says murder begins where self-defense ends. So 39 shots from an AR-15, that ain't actually a lot of shots for an AR-15. You can fire way more out of an AR-15 than just 39 shots. They can be modified. I haven't seen the exact, you can get a kit and you can put a clip on it this long and you can shoot hundreds of rounds at somebody if you need to. But I guess my whole thought, again, who's right, who's wrong? This woman clearly was plotting and planning some shit. And now that it done went left, she's trying to do damage control. That, to me, that's obvious. And it's a flimsy job. My man, I don't know if you're going to be able to plead stand your ground, but he should be able to. 4 cats, they was running. Well, yeah, you're going to run when you see somebody come out with an AR-15. You was big and bad when you had your 9. Violence begets more violence. You are not going to solve a problem with violence. Oh, I'll just kill them, and then you'll just go to jail. If that's the solution you want, fine. But people don't think before they fly off the handle. And what's truly self-defense? I don't know. There's a lot of things going on with this trial, and I urge y'all to go a little deeper and research it a little more, because there's a lot more going on with this trial than what I showed in this video and what you've heard about. Check it out for yourself. Follow everything in its entirety, and y'all tell me who's guilty or who ain't. Who's the one that got more to lose? Who's the one that's plotting out here, and who's the one out here that's actually trying to tell the story like it is? Because you look guilty coming over to somebody's house with 4 mugs trying to jump them. Or do you look guilty coming out of the house with an AR-15, getting ready to shoot mugs, shooting and chasing them down the street? That's why I say make it make sense. Tell me what y'all think about it. Drop it in the comments. And as always, I'll be coming at you with another one of the other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other.